Stop what you're doing for a second, because this isn't just another story about a famous face. This is about how one woman became a global headline again and again, and how people still can't stop talking about her. And listen, stay with me till the end, because the last part explains why her story matters way more than most people think, and it might change how you see celebrity news forever. Pamela Anderson has been judged in a way very few people ever experience. Some people only see the image they remember from old posters and magazine covers. Some people think they already know her story, even if they never heard her speak for herself. And that is the strange thing about fame. It can turn a real person into a rumor, a headline, or a joke, even when that person is still standing right in front of everyone. For a long time, Pamela was treated like she was only one thing, like she was only a look, only a fantasy, only a loud moment on TV. But when you actually follow her life, you start to see a very different picture. You see someone who kept going when the world got cruel. You see someone who took hits in public and still found a way to rebuild. And you see someone who, in recent years, surprised people by showing a calmer, more human side that doesn't need to shout. A big reason she stayed in the spotlight is because people love a simple story. They love labeling someone as wild or shocking and moving on. But Pamela's story was never simple. She became famous, yes, but she also became a target. The internet and the media can be loud and they can be unfair, and she lived through that before many people even understood what online damage really looks like. And here's the part most people forget. When private moments get turned into public gossip, it doesn't just go away. It follows a person. It changes how strangers treat them. It changes what people assume. And it can make someone feel like they have to defend themselves for something they never wanted to share in the first place. In Pamela's case, the world didn't just watch her career. The world watched her personal life like it was a show, and that kind of pressure can break people. But she didn't let it break her forever. Over time, something interesting happened. Pamela started to take back control of her own image. She spoke more openly about how she felt. She showed up in ways people didn't expect. She leaned into a more natural look at times, and instead of trying to please the crowd, she seemed to choose peace. That made some people respect her more, because it looked like she was finally living for herself, not for the noise. And if you look closely, you'll notice this pattern. Every time people tried to reduce her to a headline, she found a way to remind the world she's a full human being. Not perfect, not pretending, just human. She has had love, heartbreak, mistakes, big wins, and painful moments. She has been laughed at and admired, sometimes in the same week. That is a lot for anyone to carry. There's also another side that doesn't get enough attention. Pamela has been connected to causes she truly cares about. She has spoken up for animals, and she has taken stands that some celebrities avoid because it can be bad for business. Whether people agree with her or not, it shows she isn't just chasing attention. She has beliefs, and she uses her name to push them forward. So, why do people still click on her name so fast? Because her story sits right at the center of fame, beauty, media pressure, and public judgment. People are curious, yes, but people are also emotional. They remember how she made them feel back then, and they want to feel that again. They also want to argue about her, defend her, criticize her, or relive old pop culture moments. She became part of a shared memory for millions. If you want more stories like this, where we look past the headline and get the real picture, hit the like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which celebrity story you want next. And remember, the goal isn't to tear people down. The goal is to understand what's really going on behind the fame.